Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Sarah and I upload 2 times a week, so be sure to subscribe before you leave. Also make sure that you hit the little bell so that way you stay notified of when I upload. Today's video is going to be a foundation review and it's going to be over the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. If you want to know the claims and application and the wear time of this, and I do several check-ins, then let's go ahead and get started. I'm on the Wet n Wild website. This says, your skin only better. Our new high-performing skin perfecting foundation underwent major road testing under 7 different photo lighting conditions to deliver flawless camera ready makeup every time. Specially made with a matte light diffusing complex to give your skin #NoFilter perfection. It's high performing breakthrough formula featuring light adjusting complex to help prevent white cast in photos, tested under 7 light conditions with and without the use of flash. That's what the packaging looks like. I've already primed my face just because I have a little bit of texture and pores and I just kind of wanted to smooth things out. This is basically my face before. And then I'm also going to be using a damp beauty blender. I'm not going to use a brush because for some reason my face just doesn't take well with applying foundation with the brush. This is in the shade Cream Beige. It comes in a paddle like this. You can probably see it better there. It's just a little flat plastic paddle. It does have like this weird paint type smell, like, I don't know, wall paint or something. I kind of like low-key like that smell, so I'm not really bothered by it. I'm not going to conceal or anything, so that way we can see the true performance of this foundation. I'm going to do this side of my face because it's like the most blemishes and stuff right now. And so let's just go in with the beauty blender and start blending away. I didn't put a whole lot on, but from what I'm seeing so far, it has a very light coverage. It dries down and sets itself pretty quickly. So I'm going to do a second layer. For me, it actually looks like skin. It doesn't look cakey or anything, so it's definitely buildable. I might do like a 3rd layer and just touch up on my more like acne areas, but there is this side of my face. It does dry down pretty quickly, like it doesn't feel really tacky on the skin. It does look kind of like a matte finish. And there is the no foundation side. I'm just gonna fast forward through the other side. And just like I did on the other side, I'm doing a 2nd layer as well. I kind of put a lot the 1st layer, so I'm just gonna dab a little bit. By the way, I love the Photofocus concealer. So this is like the Photofocus line of theirs. I'm gonna go in with a 3rd layer just on like the acne spots. Layering is doing pretty well for this foundation. Like, it looks really freaking good. It's like I almost don't need to set it because it set itself. There is like a smidge, like the tiniest bit of tackiness, but it's nothing that, like, I don't know, you could get away with just going out the door with this, but I'm gonna go ahead and set it with some powder. I've been loving sticking my sponge in my translucent powder and just setting my whole face that way, especially like my oily areas, which is my T-zone and my chin. I put a little bit of powder just under my eyes. I know I didn't put any concealer, and so before I'd set it, I did not notice it getting into any of my like smile lines, expression lines, or anything like that. It doesn't look cakey. It feels like really good. That is basically my face after. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my face and I will be right back. The rest of my makeup went on smoothly. All I did was put on some bronzer and some blush. I really didn't overdo it like with the makeup. I want to focus on the foundation. It is currently 4:52 and we're gonna be out in the sun and the Austin heat and humidity for a little bit. So let's see how this foundation holds up. I will see you guys when we get back. Unfortunately, I don't have like a mid check-in, so this is like the only check-in I have, just because I did this foundation review pretty late. It was around what, like 3 or 4 or something, I can't remember. But it is so late right now, you guys. It is 11:26 p.m. and this is basically what my face looks like. Zoomed in, I was in the sun, in the heat, I was sweating a little bit. Held up pretty good. Like I look oily, and I don't know if it looks a lot worse on camera. It doesn't look too bad in person. Like it looks okay, just a little greasy. Like if I needed to just, like all I would need to do is just blot or something, or get some paper towels or toilet paper or something, some tissue basically, and just pat it on my T-zone and a little on my chin. But let me see in this mirror. It didn't settle into any of my fine lines or anything, which is amazing. And I really love this foundation. Like, I have combination oily acne prone skin, and it set really well, and it didn't accentuate any of my dry areas that I have. And I don't know, I'm just like trying to look at my smile lines, because I usually get I usually crease in my smile lines, but it doesn't look cakey, and it's definitely buildable. It's not full coverage, but it's like borderline light to medium coverage, because I did have to do, I did 2 full layers, and then I did do a 3rd layer, and I just concentrated it right here on my very like acne marks, and you know, all my acne areas going on there. On my viewfinder, it looks like it's making me look like a hot, oily mess, but I swear to you guys, it doesn't look that bad. Like, basically looks like a natural highlight. This did really good. It has buildable coverage. It doesn't settle into my fine lines or anything like that. And I do want to add one thing about the packaging, is I kind of don't like the little paddle that's on there. Even though I make sure that my face is nice and clean and prepped before I apply it, I rather have something in a pump, just because it feels more sanitary for me. And I know I could always scoop it out on the back of my hand. And I also have like the Cosmo Cube little clear palettes, but I don't know, I don't find myself using those as much. With pumps, I usually pump it directly onto my beauty sponge and then like dab it all over my face. I guess I could take this little paddle and like smear it onto my beauty sponge, so I'll probably end up doing that. I absolutely love this foundation. I give it a total of 5 stars, because after about 7 hours, it hardly looks oily at all. Like, I've been worse than this. Like, this is barely like the beginning stages of my oiliness, and it just looks really freaking good. I love it. That is basically it for the foundation review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I do have a foundation review playlist that I have linked down below if you want to go check that out. Subscribe, give me a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.